Hi everyone, welcome to our part 2, number 2 Fun Folds class. This is an online class, so I am going to share with you 3 different fun folds. I'm going to show you how to make them and some super cute cards, let me tell you, with some really awesome products, with Stampin' Up! Products. And then, this is an online class. So how I run my classes is that I will ship you and send you the card kits so that you can make 2 of each card. So you get to make a total of 6 cards for free. I do ship them to you for free. I pay for the postage. All you have to do is place an order in my online store for a minimum of at least $35, and I'll send you just the card kit. And then if you spend over $50, I will include a special little gift for free. So I'll show you what today's free gift is. You'll want the free gift because it's what you'll be using on all of the cards. So hello all of you, good morning, good afternoon. I'm happy to see all of you. Maybe a little lunch break for some of you. Hello Trisha, for you it's probably still morning time. So let's jump in. Last week, before we get started, I want to show you. So last week we had our first online class, and for those of you who placed your order, your kit's shipped out today, and I'll be emailing you that tutorial later today as well. And but this is what we made last week, in case you guys missed it. So here was this one, and look at that. They call it like a split Z-fold card. I don't know. I don't know who makes up the names. There's not like some fun fold president that makes up names or something. So I just kind of make up my own. So this is, I think my friend Wendy called this one a split Z fold. So this was last week's. And then this one, I love this one so much. I made another card with it. I'll show you. So this one, we made using that snowflake vellum. Oh, that's upside down. Using the snowflake vellum like this. Isn't that so cool? I love this one. Hey Brittany. All right, my little Brittany makes incredible sewing projects. So for Brittany Moon, for my last retreat, she made scissor pouches for me for all of my retreats. They were handmade. They were so awesome. Hi, Catherine. I'm glad you're joining me. And it was so nice to meet you on stage. So anyway, here is my other version of that card. So you might recognize this. This was from our paper pumpkin. So who here, shout out, who gets paper pumpkin? This one, I did that same fun fold that I did last week. See? Oh gosh, everything's gonna be backwards again today. That stinks, and I can't change it once I started, so darn. Anyway, here's another kind of unique fun fold too. Those were from my Paper Pumpkin. I always send alternative projects to my Paper Pumpkin subscribers. So, all right. And then this was the last one that I did last week. My daughter-in-law, Michaela Jo, we got together and made Christmas cards this Friday, and Jane joined us, and we made Christmas cards. And this was what she picked for her Christmas card. But look, so when you open it up, oh! So if you missed any of those, you can go back and watch my class from last week. All right, so let's jump into this week's. I see so many of you are on here, and I'm so glad. I'm going to turn you down, and so you can see my surface. I got something new today that I'm really kind of excited about. So this week actually I'm going to show you. I lied, I'm going to move back up here. So I'm going to show you. This week, Tuesday, we had my Rubber Queen live Christmas party. So I do one for all my local team members. And then we also do one online too, because I have, when you're part of my team, we have people all over the country, but we also have a lot right here in Michigan. So I do live events for my team, and I do online events. Everything that I do live, I do online too. Oh, I'm sorry, Gail, that your husband's not feeling well. So anyway, so this past Tuesday was our team Christmas party, and we do a secret Santa gift exchange. So we exchange it, but then we get to steal it. And my team was being so sweet and nobody was stealing anything until it got to me. And then I became a stealer. And so this is what I stole. I'm gonna show it to you because I'm using it. It's an organizer. It's a clear organizer, but I'm gonna be doing it to hold all of my projects. Well, I do 3, so 3 projects for my lives. Because usually I'm like, where'd that go? Where's this piece of paper? Where'd that go? So I'm hoping this will help me to stay a little bit more organized up here. Isn't that so cool? So Chris Colley opened it and she liked it, and then I stole it from her. Arlena put it into the gift exchange. So Chris is gonna buy herself her own. I kind of felt a little bit guilty. Just a little bit guilty, not too bad. All right, so now I'm gonna turn you down. Michelle, it's a great steal. It was a great steal. Like I said, I only feel a little bit guilty about it. All right, so our first project, I'm actually using 3 different bundles today. Sorry, but not sorry. I've used them all before, so you're gonna get lots of good uses. And I know the words are backwards. I'm sorry. I forgot to hit a little button before I got started. There's lots to remember. Is that I make this look a little bit easier or sometimes probably even more difficult than it is, but sometimes easier. All right. So I'm going to be using this one. I'm using the framed florets. It's coming out new in the upcoming mini catalog, but you can order it now. Lots of you have already ordered it, so I thought it'd be great to use. This is also my Card Club featured bundle. So let me tell you a little bit about my Card Club real quick. So Card Club members, shut your eyes. I see you, a lot of you on here. So if you don't want to see this, then you can shut your eyes. So these are the cards that we're making for Card Club. They make 2 of each, and it's only $39.50 a month. It's a subscription, and after 6 months, I send you a surprise goodie bag full of like over $25 in product. But look at this one. I love this. It's so cool. And it's on beautiful vanilla. And then we have this one. Thank you with all my heart. So fun. And then we have this, actually is my favorite. Did I say the word favorite yet? I know I say that a lot, but this one really is my favorite from Card Club. The hearts are cut out, and yes, you'll notice that there are gold swirls. That's because my Card Club members, I got you the gold swirls before they sold out because I'm not cash and carrying. They pay a month in advance. So I had a feeling that these were gonna sell out, so I got them for you. So my Card Club members are gonna be super happy. Look at this beautiful one, so beautiful. And this is all the paper. It's actually quite simple. So anyway, that's Card Club. You can still sign up. You just gotta sign up before the 20th, and then your package will just show up every month. You can cancel anytime. So anyway, that's why I'm using this too. I love to give my Card Club members lots of ways to use their featured bundle. So this is the featured bundle that I'm using. All right, so let's go ahead and start off here. We have a piece of balmy blue, and it is cut 5.5 by 8.5, so a regular size. And then we're going to do some scoring. So usually with fun folds, there usually is some scoring involved. So let me get out my little cheat sheet here of my measurements. I had never made this one before. This is a new one for me. Hopefully it's new for some of you. You're going to score this at 2 inches, then at 3 1/8. I know this has got the 8ths in it. So 3 1/8, 5 3/8, and then 6 1/2. Oops, gotta put your arm out. So, and then 6 1/2. All right. So again, when you purchase the class, so you purchase the class by placing your order in your online store. I've already shared the link. The link is already here in the video. So you do have to use that link because it has what we call a host code attached to it. So that way I know that it will make sure that it goes to my online store and not end up somewhere else. And then that also is used so I can get you a free gift. All right, so when you do purchase though with the for the class, I will send you a tutorial that will have all of the directions and all of the measurements. So we need to fold along these lines. Actually, it's going to go like this, and then it goes back like that. Same thing on the other side. So like that, and then this way. So you see, look at that, it's the same size. Actually, I lied, it's gonna go this way. You want that, it could go either way, but this is the way that we're going to do it, and it's gonna go this direction. So it was, all we did was score it, and then this part of the middle is gonna pop up. I need to wash my bone folder, that's dirty. All right, so now I have some strips of paper. I have these 2 strips here are actually gonna go on these flaps. Let me grab my adhesive. We're using Stampin' Seal Plus. And these, gosh, I can't remember. They are, I think 1 7/8, yep, by 5 1/8. Oh, all these 1/8 measurements are a little scary, but all right, so I got those there. And then I have, these are at 1 inch. So, and this is the framed florets or fitting florets paper. It is gorgeous paper, and it's still in stock, which I am shocked. I thought this would have sold out by now. I have a feeling it's still going to sell out. It is such a beautiful wintry. And again, my card club members will all get a half a pack of this. And then this backside has beautiful patterns. So I'm using this balmy blue piece right here. So that's the fitting florets paper. You get all of it for 12 bucks. So again, that's on a Wall Supplies last basis. This paper is not in the new catalog. So for those of you who are watching, you're going to want to stock up on it because the bundle's in the new catalog, but the paper is not. And it is a beautiful paper to use for spring, winter. So you'll get lots of use out of it over the next several months. Just use it all right up. All right, so there's that. See, and then we have our little focal point right there. Then I am going to take, I have a piece of white that it goes on the inside. This is where you're going to write your message. So I'll put that right back here, and then you can just write your message on there for whoever it's gonna go to. All right, so now let's do our little focal point. What I wanted to use with the framed florets, there is a set of dies, and it has these really awesome ovals. So all these ovals, I've already used these a ton. Here's the ovals here. I ran it through already just to make today go a little bit faster for you. And I ran it in the Blushing Bride, and then I ran it in the basic white. So I wanted 2 because what I want is to have, the outside is going to be the Blushing Bride, and then the inside I want to be white. But what's really cool is on the next card I make, I'll just flop it like that, and then I'll do this on my next card. So it doesn't go to waste whatsoever. So this is this one on here. And then there's all these really awesome, like I call them flourishes, or flowers, that I went through and I ran those for us already. Got a couple of these leaves, I ran those. And then I love this this one. Again, it's, and I did this in the evening. These are in the evening evergreen. So that's what I ran those through. So all of those are in the set of dies. And then there's also this one. And there's stamped images in the stamp set that you can, so this one, you can stamp it and then you would run it through and it fits it perfectly. Well, also, when you're kind of like me, I like the paper is all, sometimes, I love to color, but I also sometimes am in a hurry, which sometimes mean almost all the time. And so I gotta run this through. I did not do this ahead of time because I think this is so cool how this works. Stampin' Up is like brilliant. Oh goodness. They're so smart how they do this for us. So they create this paper that my little mini Stampin' Cut Emboss machine, and then there's a couple different bouquets of flowers that this matches, but the die matches it perfectly. So, and you honestly can't tell, like, did you color that or did you, but I'm running it through the paper. And listen, on a video, it's really difficult to get this lined up perfect. So it might not be perfect. But that's also why I did those flourishes, is so I can cover up. Oh, what are you talking about? That was perfect. Look at that. So sweet. I was not giving myself enough credit. Usually I'm not. Usually it's all over the place. But when I'm on a video, when I'm doing it on my own, I'm a lot better. Okay, so there, now I got that flower, and I don't even have to color it because the paper is already done. And I still have other ones that you can run it through. All right, let's assemble. So I am going to take my oval. I'm gonna stamp it first, just in case I mess up. So there's all these words. There's wishes for a beautiful birthday. Let's see, or so lucky to call you my friend. Oh, actually, for a special person on a special day. That's the one I'm gonna do. I love all of these sayings, but I'm gonna use that one, I think. So great verses in there besides just being great images. So I'm using the Evening Evergreen, and I know this is backwards, so you can't even read it anyway, but it says, for a special person on a special day, is what this says. So now I'm going to glue this down right into the middle of, back to our card. Those of you who are watching, this is what it looks like so far. So this is gonna get glued right down to the middle there. And then I'm going to glue down this, the Blushing Bride oval. Now I'm only gonna put glue, I'm gonna take my green glue, and I'm gonna try to, make sure I got it, yep. I'm gonna put glue just here around the edges because that's where it's gonna stick. And it's gonna hang over those other ones, so that's okay. So I just put some glue there. And this will just lay perfectly over that. Let me hold it down there. You'll see I stamped that over. I did that on purpose because our flowers are gonna go over there. How cool is that? Okay, so I'm gonna put the flowers on some dimensionals. Look at that, I love new dimensionals. They're like my favorite. And I'm gonna put those on there. I'm almost done. This card is so, I gotta look to see if I don't put the flowers on upside down. Those are gonna go there. And so when you order this class, I will send you all the cardstock pieces and the paper pieces that you need to be able to create this card. All right, next I have this other little flourish. It's gonna go down there. Let me grab a mini glue dot to stick that in there. I probably should have done it before I put the dimensionals, but that's all right. Take some of these. And really when I designed this, I didn't even think about where this was actually gonna go, but look, it'll go there. And I'm like, do I even need these? Let's see. Yeah, let's stick one of those down here. And you can leave the little things in there or pop them out. I'll pop them out. Again, these, that set has, just throw a couple of those in there. Actually, let's go down there. And then there's this one. And that will go over here. I already have a mini glue dot there. There you go. So there are little flourishes for a special person on a special day. This is how it opens. Can you see how, this is a very fun fold, isn't it? Last but not least, we're going to take some twine, or not twine, this is linen thread. Linen thread, do you know what? I include this a lot in my classes because, to be honest with you, well, first of all, this one's tricky. It's brand new. Because I always am running out. I literally go through, this is goofy. I can't get started. Isn't that, well, this is where you make your own. I'm just gonna start here one on my own. We'll make it work. All right, so I'm gonna take some of the linen thread. I go through this a lot. I like to use it. There you go. And I do, though, before I tie it, I always kind of straighten it out a little bit because it gets like windy, and then your bow is. But if you just take a few seconds, and now it's a lot straighter and flatter, it'll tie nicer. I like to, this is a double one. That's why I go through it so fast probably, is because I do a lot of doubles. So let's tie a bow there. Trim that off. All right, what do you guys think? I do include it a lot in classes. So those of you who take a lot of my classes, you're like, Ronda, do you know what? I'm including it in some more coming up because I use it so much that you go through it like we use it. It's not like you stockpile it because we use a lot of it. All right, so the free gift with purchase are these pastel pearls. They're very wintry and also Valentine's Day. I thought they'd be perfect coming up. So I'm going to take these with my thingy, whatever this thing's called, and I'm just going to sprinkle on a few of these beautiful, they have just like the right amount of shimmer on them, pearls. So when you order the class, again, well, when you place your order in your online store, in my online store, then I will send you the card kit. I do not send you any of the dots. I'll send you the ribbon and those kind of things, but I don't send you the dots. You can use your own dots, or if your order is over $50, then I will send you these dots for free. So you'll get these beautiful, beautiful dots. All right, I'll put one more down there. So there you go. Here's card number 1 using the framed florets. Very fun. Then on the back is where you'd write your message. I would probably even do some stamping back there too. So beautiful, beautiful card. Let me show you the one that inspired me. So this is the one that inspired me to copy this card. Look at this Scotty Dog Punch. The Scotty Dog Punch is still available. The stamp set is sold out. I just announced a Scotty Dog class, by the way. And these are the cards you're going to make for the Scotty Dog class. It is such an awesome class. Look at this one. This one is a gift card holder too. So you'll get to look at that. Isn't that cool? And then here's this one. May your days be furry and bright. This is actually my favorite one. So a lot of them you don't even need the stamp set for. With this class though, you'll get the cottage gingham paper, the checked ribbon, the pearls. This one is really cute. It just says woof. Again, but if you don't have the stamp set, the class will still be really awesome. But I think a lot of you bought this, which is why it's all sold out. So that's a class that I just announced. But you have to be on my email list. That's where I post all of my classes. But anyway, isn't that one cute? See, so cute. And then the back, I loved it. So that was the one that inspired me. Okay, next card. Let me get some of these things out of my way so I can move on to the next one. I got a Night of Navy piece here, and let me get these measurements out. So this piece is 4 1/4 by 11, but we want it to be 4 1/4 by 9 1/2. So it's supposed to be 9 1/2. Now we're gonna do some scoring. You're going to score it at 5. Make sure you use your scoring one, not your cutting. We're gonna score it at 5 1/2, 6 1/2, 8, and 9. Okay. This card I'm featuring, I think, a really fun bundle. It's the Brewed for You bundle. This has been unorderable or on the last chance or on the low inventory since it came out. It's out of the annual catalog. I'm offering a class on this too for December because you know what, like at this point I've got all my Christmas cards done and I'm over Christmas cards, and also like I have enough butterflies and flower cards I have a lot. But I really wanted to stock up on some cards to send like young adults and just, the boys and men in my life and my sons and my husband and my husband's friends. So this Brewed for You bundle is perfect. If you drink or not, but you people in your life that might enjoy drinking, and you could make it doesn't have to be alcohol, but obviously it looks like beer and ciders and wines. And so, but this is what I'm featuring in my class. So again, I wanted to give you another purpose for it too. So I went ahead and I'm gonna fold along these score marks. So before I glue this down though, I do want to glue down some of the pieces. So I'm gonna glue, I'm gonna stick with white. I'm gonna do white back here. This is just the basic white. You could put a color there, but I don't know. I don't like to add a whole lot of different colors to a card. It gets kind of busy. So then on, let's see, I got my other little pieces here. This is the linen paper that is in the annual catalog. It's really awesome. I didn't bring it up here, but you can just tell that it's pretty awesome. And this one, I'm going to, so this is in the annual catalog for this pack of paper. And when you purchase my Brewed for You class, you're going to get a whole pack of it included. So we'll put that over there. All right, now to get this positioned in the right place, there's this 1/2-inch tab that you created when you did all that scoring. And I'm going to just put glue on that tab. And then all you gotta do is just fold this down like this. And then that's gonna give you this perfect placement. Isn't that neat? So it creates kind of like, I don't know, like a tunnel you might call it, but it created that. So this is what the card looks like so far. Then I have this other piece of Night of Navy, and this measurement is 3 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm gonna score this one at 1/2 inch. And when I score 1/2 inch, I always go over here to the side. So I'm gonna score this at 1/2. And then 1 1/2, which is, I can do over here too. Well, you know, that makes me nervous. I'm gonna go over here, 1 1/2. So 1/2 inch and 1 1/2 is what I'm gonna score that at. And then you just fold these as well. You're gonna put glue on this tab. And you're also going to put glue on this bottom right there. All right, so I'm gonna put this about right there in the middle. And again, this one, you want it to, oh boy, I gotta pull this up. Here's a secret when you're doing this card, right? Is this edge here, is you want it to fit into an envelope. So I'm actually gonna line this up. So I just folded that in half. And then this, I'm gonna kind of just put it there, and then that is where I know that needs to get glued down. Because now, look, see, can you tell what it's coming together? So then when I wanna mail it, I can just fold it down like that, and then it fits perfectly in an envelope. All right, so my next step is going to be, and if I measured that correctly, this is gonna fit just perfectly on there, which it does. And this was 3 by, let's see, I don't think I wrote that down. It's 3 by 3 1/2. All right. So that gets glued right down there. So voila. There's the front of our card. And now let's do the rest of it. So what I'm featuring in this, I featured this the last like 3 weeks, is that Celebrate tags. So I thought I'd feature it again too, because I saw a lot of you bought it. A lot of you already own it. So if you haven't bought it yet, this will be exactly, like, it'll push you over the edge to get it. It is still available as well. So the Celebrations tags bundle. So I went ahead, I have 2 sets of them because I love them so much. I ran through this, and it creates a tag that you would actually, you could fold, right? So, but I don't want to, oops, sorry, I used that one. I don't want to fold it. I want it to just have 1/2 of it. So now I can actually get 2 tags out of just running it 1 time. So I just want this, and this is going to get glued right down to the front here. in the Brewed for You. So my Brewed for You cards, I'll show them to you real quick. So these are, you're gonna make 4 of these cards. The bundle is only like $37, and you can add it onto the class if you want to, if you don't already own it. But I don't know if you can see how the colors that I'm using are very fun colors. This one's my favorite, I think. Yes, it is. It says another round for your birthday. So this could be like wine. Then here's a fun one. I owe you one or several. And then here's a last one too. So again, and then you could keep on making lots more because you'll get, but that's the paper that's included, always the fun dots. But that's my Brewed for You class that I just announced yesterday, actually. So both of them I'm offering together, or you can take one separately. All right, so to make it go a little bit faster today, I ran through, I stamped. So in that stamp set, I'll show you. I was gonna stamp them first, and then I took the Night of Navy and stamped the glasses first. And you can do either or, but I have a piece of white here. Okay, and let's see, get in the screen so you can see me. We'll take the cup and just stamp that with the Night of Navy on there. And then my other color I used was, I don't even know, what did I use? Petal Pink. Yep, Petal Pink was my other color. And then that one you can use and fill it up. So again, you could fill it up with whatever, you know, the drink of choices. Then this is the fill-in. And it fits there perfectly. There. Isn't that fun? So that is how the Brewed for You works. And so I stamped it in the Petal Pink and the Sweet Sorbet. So they're more like ciders, to tell you the truth, but you can put whatever you want to on yours. So I'm gonna put both of those down there, and then I just ran it through. There's dies that, you know, match it perfectly. So the first one I'm going to glue directly, let's see here, directly down there like that. And then the other one I'm going to pop up with our dimensionals. There you go. What do you guys think of this card? I think this is, Michelle says she loves stamp sets that color in for you. I do too. All right, then I stamped the words, I owe you one, or several. This would be like a good thank you, you know, I'm sure we've got lots of reasons to thank people in our life. So I went ahead and did that. Again, a couple more dimensionals on here. Yep. And then I'm actually gonna put a mini glue dot on this end because it's gonna cover over that one that already has, there you go. And then I'm just gonna pop that right there. Isn't that such a cute card? I love this one. And then it's gonna stand up for them like that. Last but not least, I've got the linen thread. Yours will not pull off like that. I was not patient enough to find the starting point, so I just randomly cut into the middle of it. That I'll pay for that one later. Like that'll be a hot mess. Okay, and we're just gonna tie a bow. And then this one is almost done. There's one more step to it. There you go. This is why we don't tie bows. It's not easy to tie bows on a video. Yesterday, Nancy told me, Rhonda, we need some more snips. Like, we have 2 pairs of snips in the studio that we keep all sharing. I swear I have bought probably over 20 pair in my lifetime. I don't know where they are. I think I take them places and then I never put them back. So I have to order a bunch of more snips. because I like to have one every place, but then, so there, this is like a coveted thing here in my studio. There we go. And then the last part is the back. This is where you can again write your message and decorate. So definitely decorate the back here too. You can decorate it with some more glasses, some more drinks. There's all kinds of like bubbly. Gosh, it's a bug that just landed on me. It was a fly. What's a fly doing out in December? It's weird. Okay, so there's card number 2, and see how it stands. This is a really fun fold, and when you put it in when you mail it, It's not any extra postage. It's the same. It's the same as a regular card, and when they get it, they'll lift it up, and then they can do that, and then you'll write your message on the back. So if you're just joining me now, here was our first card. Our first fun fold goes like that. And then of course the message is on the inside there, and then here's our second one. All right, let me show you my inspiration for this one, and another variation. Again, using the Scotty dog. Look at that, isn't this one so cute? He's adorable, and he would sit there, and then the back says woof, woof, woof. So I thought that, and it's using some of that sparkle paper. So he was my inspiration for that one. All right, my last card. You guys ready for one more? And this is, remember, when you place your order, it's gotta be at least $35, and I'll send you the kit for free in the mail, come to your house. And then if it's over $50, I'll send you the pastel pearls too. And I didn't put any pearls on here. I was gonna put some of these like bubbly ones, is what my plans were. I'm gonna do that. This is what I forgot to do. This is like almost like a pale blue. I thought would be pretty. It is really pretty on here. So I'll just put a couple of those. I love these pearls. I've used these in a couple classes, but it's been a while. I thought they'd be perfect for the winter. There you go. So those pale blue pastel pearls. All right, so our last card I'm using is Fresh Freesia, and it's 4 1/4 by 11, so it's a half a sheet, and I'm going to fold that in half. Hello, all of you who are joining me now. If you're just joining, this is my last one, but you can go back to the beginning and watch the replay. I also put this on YouTube too. So this is a very simple one. You don't even have to have any measurements. I like to bounce between those last two. You had to do a little bit of scoring, a little bit of measurements, but they're worth it. This one is then going to get, you're just going to fold it back. Now you could score it. Some people might like to score that, so you just score it at 2 3/4. But I'm just going to fold it and then use my bone folder to get that a nice good crease. So this card is going to actually go like this. All right. I'm showing you guys a sneak peek of something coming out in January, but of course when you're a demonstrator, we actually can already purchase, we always get to purchase things a month early. So this paper, I love it so much. It is new and it's free, so I will be stocking up on lots of this. It's a pack of 48 sheets of paper. It's called the Dandy paper. And it's for celebration. So when you spend $100, you can pick this as one of your free choices. Look at that. I struggled on what sheet to use today. Sheets, because there's so many that I love. Such fun for the spring. And it's got gingham. It's free. Look at this. It's like the little flowers. It's like the most perfect. I love these. And all of it like coordinates with each other. And again, fun, springy, awesome paper. So that's coming out. So this is kind of a little sneak peek to get you excited. I will have enough to be able to put it into the class though too. So I'm taking a piece of that Dandy paper. I just love the name of it too. It's Dandy Good. And this is the 3 1/2 by 4 3/4 and then on the white it's 3 3/4 by 5, and that's going to get glued down to the inside of our card like that. And then I have some of the another coordinating piece up here for the top, and that's going to get glued down to this piece of white that is I think 2 by 3 3/4. And that's gonna get glued down the top of our card. All right, so now there you go. That's gonna get glued right down there. So what a fun, here's our start. We're still working on it. Next, I went to that I've already used them, the Celebrations tags dies. So I keep all my dies in like this, in these magnet cases. But this one has a die that's too big to fit. So you see this is the size of it. So I ran it through already, but I ran through just this bottom half was all that I did. Can you see that? Because I only want, again, I don't want it to close. I just want the one half of it. So that's how come it looks like this, because I ran through just the top, and then I can cut off the other piece, and now that's a perfect size tag, right? Isn't that like the perfect size tag? So I'm gonna glue down this to the top there. Arlena, I forgot, I should have some fresh freesia ribbon up there. Yep. Can you grab me? Yes, I forgot to bring it over here. All right, so that's gonna get glued down to there. And then I ran 3 more things out. I just did this ahead of time just to make it faster for you guys. These are all from that Celebrations. It has this awesome label, this circle, and then I ran through the balloon is actually with the sparkle. Thank you. This sparkle white is our balloon. So I'm taking that stamp set. Oh, I got it here. See, I've got all this stuff out. Do you know what? I don't think I brought that up here. Miss Arlena, yes. Can you get me the Celebrate tags or Celebrate tags stamp set? I don't think I brought it out here. All right, so we're gonna, while she's doing that, because I don't think I even brought it. I brought my stamp pad, but I don't think I grabbed the stamp set. Hopefully it's where it belongs. Sweet, I put it back. A lot of times you never know where I'm gonna have it. Could be digging somewhere on my desk would be a scary thing. So thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so I'm just gonna tie a bow with that fresh freesia ribbon. And then that's gonna get glued down to the top of our tag with a mini glue dot. And that tag is Coastal Cabana. I don't think I said that, but it's Coastal Cabana. Oh boy. All right, and that goes, goodness gracious. Sorry guys, I had that bow and then there you go. I'm just gonna stick it down there. And my bow is a little big. Let me trim it down a little bit. All right, so now that I have the stamp set, I take the happy birthday, and then I'm gonna take the let's celebrate you. I'll take the happy birthday first, and I'm gonna stamp that with the Coastal Cabana. There we go. All right, almost done, and then we're gonna go back to all 3 of them, and you guys can tell me which one is your favorite. Take the happy birthday, and it's a little crooked, so I'm gonna bring it up back here, guys, so I can see it a little bit better. There you go. So stamp the happy birthday, which is backwards for you anyway. Sorry. There's a little button that you're supposed to push before you start, and I didn't. So here we go. We're gonna cover up our mess, and that's gonna go here on the front of this tag. Happy birthday. I'm going to take the balloon. I love the sparkly balloon. The colors on this card are so fun. So we got a little balloon there. And obviously we're gonna put some dots here in a second. Then I have this other circle, and we're gonna take the let's celebrate you. I'm gonna clean my stamps later too. I don't like cleaning them now. The let's celebrate you. is gonna go on here, which you probably can't, oh, that one's off too. That's not much better. Well, I'm gonna put this down with a dimensional so that I can pull it back off and stamp it again when I can stamp it so it's in the center. All right, so let's celebrate you. Pretend it's in the middle, and then we're going to take some of our this pretty like purple, and it matches like fresh freesia, it matches Highland heather, and the gorgeous grape. There's two different kinds of purples in here. I'm gonna take with our pick tool, sprinkle on a few of these, the purple pearls. There you go. This is such a cute card. So it goes like this, and you pull it up, and then the inside says, let's celebrate you. So happy birthday. All right. Okay. Oh, and I have, let me show you, thanks guys. Let me show you my inspiration for that card. So it says happy birthday. And it's the same exact stamp set. Here are the candles, and I used here's my version. I used the sparkle balloon, and then, oh, there you go. Let's celebrate you. So there's a fun variation. I like to show you how I get inspired. So there you go. So here's our last card that we did. Fun colors featuring the brand new dandy paper. Card number 2, I think this one's my favorite. Whose favorite is number 2? This one is a really neat fun fold that actually, you know, stands up when you give it to somebody. And then they write their message there on the back. Michelle, she always chooses all 3. That's cheating. You gotta make at least one choice. I know they're all very, very cute, but this one might be my favorite. Again, I don't have a lot of cards that have beer on them or cider. Of course, you can make it lemonade if you wanted to. Again, you can make it whatever drink you want to make it by just changing the color of what's inside. So there's card number 2. And then here's card number 3. Or this is the first card. Oops, it's upside down. And the words are backwards, I know. But again, when you mail it, if this is the perfect size to fit in the card, and then when they get it, they're going to open it up like that. So this is the framed and festive, and then there on the inside is where you'll put your message. So thank you guys for joining me. That is class number 2. So how you get the class sent to your door is placing an order in my online store. There's a link on this video. It's already there, so you can click on that link, and it will take you directly. You have to use that link, and I'll also email it out too so that you have it in email. And I also, this video will also go to my YouTube channel. And so you can watch this video as much as you want to. Michelle said fine if she has to pick number 3. Oh, it's a fun one. The fold is very, very simple, so the fold isn't fancy, but the coloring of it is fun. I love the colors of it too. You have to place that order by Monday at midnight, and Monday is the 12th by midnight. And then on Tuesday, then I start cutting, packing, and prepping, and I ship out the kits to you on Wednesday or Thursday, depending on if I have all of the supplies that I need. So I'll ship it out to you next week. Your order has to be at least a minimum of $35, and I can only ship to the US. And then I'll send you just the cards. You make 2 of each card, so you make 6 cards. But if your order is over $50, then to this week, you are going to get the beautiful pastel pearls, which I used to think were very like springy, but they're actually really wintry. So they're perfect for December, January, February, because it's got pink, and then it has this like pearlized. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, you're all over the place. I love asking the favorites because it turns out that a lot of times it's like equal, like it's like an equal amount. Oh, talking about fun folds, last thing is I just announced my Creating for Christ class. Now, if you're on my Creating for Christ Facebook group, this tutorial is free, and I'm posting it tonight probably, because I have to go pick up my son from school today. But let me show you this. So these are our Creating for Christ projects. Now you can order this class and we'll send you all the paper prepped and ready for you to assemble. There's no stamping in this class, so anybody can buy it, even if you're not a stamper, which of course if you're watching me, I'm sure you're a stamper. But, and then it has, then on the back you'll write your message. But again, when you ship it, it ships flat, so it mails flat. And then when you mail it to somebody, now they have their encouraging scripture. And this one is Be Still and Know. Isn't it most beautiful? I love this. Love this class. I can't think, and you get to make 2 of each card. So here's this one. This is I can do all things through him who gives me strength. Yes, it's so beautiful, a little sparkly heart. Then this one is very unique. This piece here is vellum. So it's so soft and beautiful. And this one says, let your faith be stronger than your fear. So this one's not a scripture verse, but it's a quote. It's actually the same quote that I had in my stamp set. So, and then of course on the back of all of them is a place for you to be able to write your message. So there's 4 different cards and you make 2 of each of them. So again, I emailed that out and we posted it. But if you want the tutorial for free, so I'll give you all the directions, the measurements, for all of them, and each measurement's a little bit different. They're all like, I had to create like this, like the stepping piece. Like this one is skinnier, this one is shorter and wider. They're all a little bit different. So all of those measurements and everything and pictures, that tutorial is free. We do a free tutorial every month on our Creating for Christ Facebook group. So I will share with you that link, and I will share with you the link to be able to sign up for either the Scotty Dog class, or I've got a lot going on this week. And so there's lots to know. And of course, if you're on my email list, I've already shared that with all of you. All right, thanks guys for joining me. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next week. Will be my last online class for the year. Oh, I can't believe it. It'll be my last one, and it'll be another fun fold. So I have 3 more fun folds to share with you. What was the name of your die set that you used? I missed it. I've used a couple. So I used the frame florets, was the ovals and the flourishes. I used the Brewed for You with the Brewed cards. And then the one I used a lot was the Celebration Tags dies. So those are the 3 dies that I used. I used 3 different bundles today. But I used these last week too, and I've used them the week before. The only real new bundle that I'm using is the Brewed for You. All right, thanks guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you.